lot of smiles around here today because today is National Puppy Day. There you go. There's one of the smiles. Celebrate dogs, encourage people to adopt, and end the cruel practice of puppy mills. It's like they know. It's like they know we're talking about them. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
And I'm Erin LeBeau. Now, if you just brought a new puppy into your home, or you will soon, you need to make sure your family as well as your home are ready for that new addition.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, veterinarian Dr. Karen Becker is here. She is the author of the best-selling book, The Forever Dog, and she is back to talk about preparing for a puppy. Dr. Becker, nice to see you as always.
Nice to see you as well.
Well, let's jump in. How do you know if your family is indeed ready to handle the responsibility of a new puppy?
You know, there are 5 really important questions that you need to be able to answer before you get a puppy. Number 1 is, have you done all the background research beforehand? So adding any new family member, whether that's 2 or 4-legged, it really requires a lot of optimal planning for great outcomes. So the key is to not be impulsive. Number 2, can you emotionally and financially afford another family member, especially if there's unforeseen medical expenses? You know, we all hope that all of our dogs are healthy throughout their lives, but the fact is many dogs aren't, and we have to be prepared financially for really expensive scenarios. Number 3 is, do you have a well-researched plan for meeting your dog's daily mental, physical, and nutritional requirements? We know that lifestyle choices play into a big option for health and lifespan in your puppy. So we want to make sure that we're making really good decisions to avoid regrets. The 4th thing we want to think about is, do you have time to meet your dog's needs? Ongoing fear-free training and multiple exercise sessions a day are required. So if you work full-time, the question would be, what's your daytime plan for the dog? And are you willing to change your evening routine to accommodate your pooch? And number 5 is, are you willing to make your pup's health and happiness really an ultimate top priority in your life for the lifespan of your dog? Right. As pet parents, we need to be our dog's advocates, because the truth is they can't advocate for themselves.
So, doctor, speaking of research, what type of research should people do before making this type of commitment?
It's a great question. Again, a couple different points on that. What breed, size, and personality traits resonate with you? So for instance, you may love Huskies, but if you live in a tiny apartment in Arizona and you hate exercising, that probably is not the breed for you. The most important question, of course, you've already touched on: where will your puppy come from? There's really only 2 ethical choices here. Pet stores are out of the question because you'll never have a relationship with your breeder, and most of those dogs come from puppy mills. So you'll either need to seek out a qualified shelter or a rescue, or a qualified preservation or heritage breeder, which really is the difference between breeding for health versus breeding for profit. It can be really hard to discern a good breeder. I actually wrote a 21-point breeder questionnaire that's on the foreverdog.com website. That's a really valuable tool for discerning the difference between those 2 types of breeders. The 3rd thing you want to think about is, what early socialization program was used for the first 6 weeks prior to bringing the puppy home. We know that it's genetics plus a puppy's early life experiences, or a lack thereof, that really influences a puppy's or a dog's level of fear and anxiety, and even aggression later on in life. So we all want well-adjusted, calm, happy dogs, but that happens actually before we bring the puppy home, the first 8 weeks. And then the last question you want to ask is, if you do purchase from a breeder, you're going to want to ask what genetic testing was completed, because a purebred dog is very different than a well-bred dog.
Gosh, those are so many good points that I've never even thought about. Usually think like, yeah, I'll walk the dog every day, it'll be fun. But those are really lifestyle questions that you really have to think about. So if people say, okay, I'm ready, I'm going to do that, how do you prepare your home before bringing the puppy into the house?
So of course you'll want to get the basics. So you'll get a leash, a flat collar, no prong, no shock collars, obviously. Stainless steel food and water bowls are the healthiest. And you'll want to have a fresh food plan for that first great start. You'll need a puppy bedroom, AKA a crate, which keeps our puppies safe during the day. We never use the crate as punishment. It's just a bedroom. And then of course you'll want to identify what puppy socialization or training classes will be in your area. And you'll want to set up your first puppy's veterinary visit before you get your puppy, because veterinarians are incredibly busy people, especially right now. Some vets are booked out 2 to 3 months. So if you know that you have a puppy arriving, you want to make sure that you have that first veterinary visit ready to go.
I love how it's like puppy proofing, like baby proofing that people do when they're. And I also love that you touched on thinking about the region of the country that you're in and the climate when it comes to a puppy, because a lot of people don't think about that.
Yes, and you know, a lot of times we choose puppies because we like how they look. We fall in love with characteristics of dogs. But if you are not interested in, having a wildly athletic dog, it's important that you pair that with some of the calmer, more docile breeds. So you want to make sure that you're choosing a dog that resonates with your own lifestyle.
Oh, that is so true. That's so true. Well, it's great to have you on National Puppy Day. We just had to have you back. It's wonderful to see you.
Well, and thank you. This has been great.
Have a great day.